The normal whoop and wharf of the Giles family madness is probably not real appealing to the immoral, lazy, fat, and stupid crowd that makes up the American milieu nowadays. We're going to show you young people who don't do acid, who don't do ecstasy, who have a rip-roaring good time, and you know what? They maintain their traditional values. I don't know if that'll appeal to the little metrosexual who's tweezing his eyebrows.
Doug Giles?
Doug Giles. Doug Giles. Doug Giles.
I can't do the political correct stuff. Hey, I'm Doug Giles. I'm author, radio show host, pastor, and the thing that I'm most proud of is my two stellar kids, Hannah and Regis, that are kicking butt and taking names for God and country.
My dad is a pretty spoiled man, always had a martini or a coffee in his hand.
This is a Giles extreme American family. Take notes, Spanky.
My dad gave us a ton of confidence. I mean, he taught us how to look people straight in the eye, shake their hands firm, and we could honestly stomp any boy or man that walked by us by the age of 12.
I made certain that our daughters know how to use firearms. Show your gun. Don't dance with a loaded gun in your hand.
Both our daughters have been so easy, but it comes from proper parenting, and we do recognize that.
We taught them not only how to get straight A's in school, but how to kick straight ass if they need to. I'd rather see girls grow up to follow Hannah's footsteps and Regis's footsteps, being righteous, traditional values, traditional conviction, yet being rowdy enough to see something that's egregious and go after it like Hannah did. There's a lot of people that think that I've got them injected with way too much testosterone, and I haven't tried to turn them into Ellie Mae Clampett. I mean, they just see how we live.
We were the best sons he never had.
Remember those undercover videos exposing the bad stuff going down at Acorn? Well, that girl, screen right, Hannah Giles, posed as a prostitute in those videos.
My name's Hannah Giles. When I was 19, I had this idea in my mind. What if a prostitute goes into Acorn, says she wants housing, has no bank records, and just wants a house to run a brothel? If I caught that on film, that would show how corrupt this organization really was.
You have to have a certain clothing. Okay, so we can write that off.
They didn't once try to help me and say you need to get out of this lifestyle. They said, okay, here's how you run your brothel, here's how we're gonna get you money, and you can't talk to anybody about this. You don't want to talk to anybody.
But when the police ask you, you don't know where it's coming from. Is what we're trying to tell you.
All right.
We're looking out for you.
I was amazed at your courage. How old? You are 20.
I am 20, yes.
Why did you do this?
To expose Acorn. I saw them as a thug organization that was getting my tax dollars.
It was a national scandal, and it was the straw that broke Acorn's back.
She's saved us $8.5 billion.
I did that.
And what's next for you, by the way?
I hope so. I think I'm gonna go get some sushi after this, but...
I'm 22 now, and I'm running my own company. What I'm trying to do is change the direction of media today and give a positive alternative to the media establishment.
Next, it's our pleasure to introduce Regis Giles, who started her own Girls Just Wanna Have Guns.
Hi, I'm Regis Giles. I can shoot. I've been training Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for 10 years.
Regi is a person who marches to her own drum.
Can I shoot him again?
Regis is being compared because of the parallels with former Governor Sarah Palin.
Right.
I read that. What do you think of that?
Well, way before Palin hit the national scene, Regis was already putting the Bam to Bambi and stuff. And
Pow!
100 yards. I don't know too many dudes that could do that, but little Annie Oakley here smoked them.
I'm the Mother Teresa with a gun, and I raise awareness to other women to get more and more involved with guns and knives and martial arts and pencils if they can use that.
Have you decided on what you're going to talk about at this abstinence conference?
Since I'm completely self-defense motivated, just bringing some anti-rape curriculum into the message.
I'm sick and tired of seeing defenseless girls being abducted in broad daylight by some perverted freak who gets aroused by raping and murdering them. I want to see more news headlines stating girls kill attacker with gun than girl found dead after being raped and choked death.
I think there's a lot of people that think that what we're doing is cool because it's not distracting, it's not part of the problem, it's part of the solution. And we can show that we can have a hell of a good time sporting traditional values and doing some wacky far-out things from Alaska to Africa. Yes, we love God. We still dig our country in the way that it is originally constituted. And you know what? We don't mind fighting for it. That's how we do it, brother.
We're rambunctious, ambitious, and ready to take on the world in this culture. And, you know, we'll get there without a sex tape.